So guys, former governor of Rivers State had a chat session with some of his supporters on the Twitter space, and he said so many things that have raised a lot of dust. One of the things he said, number one, he praised Peter Obi for the impact he has brought on the political arena in Nigeria. Also, he said Peter Obi was rigged out in 2023, that in Rivers State, Peter Obi actually won, but results were rewritten. He went ahead to say that he is sure that he's going to clinch the ticket of the ADC. And if he wins the presidential ticket of the ADC, and if anybody comes out to insult him, that he's going to hire 1,000 idle Nigerians and give them gadgets to come to the social media and insult anybody that dares, talk down on him. That has raised a lot of dust. He has also said he's going to end corruption in 1 month. And Nigerians are wondering, so he actually knows the address of the corrupt people in Nigeria, that he would take such, a decisive step to end corruption in 1 month. A lot of reactions, He has also talked about how he's healthy and he's also young and all that. There are a lot of things, and that he's going to change the constitution. Let it be about citizenship and not about tribe. A whole lot that he said. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at how, the Voice of the People FM channel has really taken their time to discuss on what former governor of Rivers State said during his Twitter discussion session, or just recently. But before then, let me take you through some of the reactions that came from Nigerians. Like this person said, on Rotimi Amaechi's X Spaces yesterday, you have to give Peter Obi his due accolades. You don't need to be his supporter to appreciate the truth about his impact in Nigeria's political space. Just about 3 years of his emergence onto the scene. That is actually what Rotimi Amaechi said during that session, that you really need to acknowledge what Peter Obi has brought into politics, today. Like you can see, he's on X, or he was on X. Politicians don't have time to discuss with the people, but now some of them are emulating Mr. Peter Obi. Also, this person reacted and said, breaking, Peter Obi won Rivers in 2023 election, but results were changed, Rotimi Amaechi. And this person is saying, you knew all this and kept quiet, even during the Supreme Court. Why didn't you testify? You and El-Rufai kept quiet. Amaechi, good morning. So there have been a lot of reactions, which I'm not going to take. People have been reacting on, how the APC, that he's part of the APC that came into power, and disrupt politics in Nigeria has gotten worse. And I mean, the dubious things that we see in politics today under the APC, that Amaechi is part of the process that has ruined Nigeria, or the people that have ruined Nigeria and all that. People have really reacted. He has really received a whole lot of buzz. Some people say he's corrupt. Some people said he had problems, that the courts are a lot. But let me just allow you to take a look at how it has been analyzed by Voice of the People TV. I just want you to take your time, watch this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.
All right, if you look at your screen very well, you will see that there is a picture of Peter Obi, and there's a comment there. I want to take out time to appreciate this man. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a Labour Party member, or I'm not saying that I'm supporting Labour Party, but I look at the personality of a person, and then I like the person's personality. Now, you see this man called Peter Obi. He has a personality of, let me say, a clean personality. This is a man that have come out and challenged the agencies of government severally, and says that if you feel that you have something against me, please invite me. If there is any way that they have written, or there's any evidence that I have stolen money, please bring it out and carry me. This is a man that have bragged about what he has done in Anambra State, and nobody has come out to challenge him. Not even anybody from Anambra State have come out to say this man is lying. Now, I'm taking out time to appreciate this man. I have never seen a politician like Peter Obi. There is no politician that can come out and beat his chest and says that I have ruled a state, I have held this office, and I have never taken any money. If you feel I have taken money, come after me. I have never seen any politician that can boldly come out and make such statements. Do you know that if Peter Obi have any stain in his name, there would have not been any hesitation to pick him. He would have been picked a very long time ago. In fact, they will lock him and they will not release him. In fact, you see, but he has been there saying that I have done this, I have done that, I have not taken this, I have not taken that. And nobody have been able to challenge him. They have not even invited him one day. So I want to take out time to commend Peter Obi. Please, if you are a friend of Peter Obi, or you are following him, or you have his number or something, please forward this video to Peter Obi to tell him that me, Malan Shaibu, I am appreciating him. I appreciate you because you are a very honest man. To find very honest politician in this time and age is very scarce. It ain't even day. But the fact that we have somebody like you, Peter Obi, please go to the comment section and go and type something, appreciative words for Peter Obi. Forward this video, go to the comment section and appreciate this man. This man is a very honest man. I know some of us want to insult him. Some people don't like him. Some people hate him. But no, look through his personality and the years that he has been saying, I have not done anything. And there has not been anything labeled against him. Go to the comment section and appreciate this man. If I talk now, they say, Malan Shaibu not get sense. He's in the toy. It be like saying the enter Labour Party. This one down. No. I'm the spice creator.
Meanwhile, former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amaechi has vowed he will change the Nigerian constitution if elected president in 2027. Amaechi made the vow while speaking during an X-Space tagged Weekend Politics on Friday. He also vowed to end corruption within 1 month as president or resign. Let's take a listen to Rotimi Amaechi, former Minister of Transportation and also former Rivers State Governor, speaking on these developments.
First and foremost is that there is no election in Nigeria after Jega. The worst, what do you call him? National Commissioner for, what do you call it? The Inec chairman. The worst is the current chairman of Inec, Mahmoud. He's the worst. Now, let's go to the elections. The one that put Wike in power, you can ask any Rivers man. Wike sat in Inec office in Port Harcourt. If you brought any result that was not favorable, they would say, they would tell you to take another result sheet and write a new one. I'm not saying anywhere else, inside INEC. And why? The president said to people that I caused his defeat and therefore he will not allow me to win Rivers State. What did he do? He removed the DIG that was posted to Rivers State. He removed the INEC electoral commissioner that was posted to Rivers State and brought his own persons. When he asked this question, it's very funny. He should talk about human beings. Please go to Rivers State. You heard me say to my last interview that I challenge the current minister that let's take a walk from airport to town. First, it will expose my health if I'm not healthy. Second, it will expose who is popular. But I don't want to go far on this matter because it involves quite a lot of things that I don't want to say in public. I'll keep it to my chest and I wish everybody luck. Do I want to be a vice president? I will not want to be a vice president because I'm not running for vice president. I'm running for the presidency of the country. And I believe I will win the primary. So don't ask me whether I will be vice president or not, because I believe I will win. Ask me how. Look at the candidates and look at me now. When it comes to age, I'm 60. I'll be 62 in 2027. So let every other person, maybe other candidates will emerge before them in terms of age. And I have said I will publish my medical records before the election, so that you can see. And I challenge everybody to publish their medical records. I am fully prepared to be the president of Nigeria, and that is what I'm running for. Thank you very much. It shouldn't be about sharing position. It should be about what knowledge do we possess that is different from Tinubu's currently. You can be rest assured that if I'm a president, Nigerians know that I'm not tribalistic. I'm absolutely not tribalistic. That's why I think I'm not a Rivers man. I'm a Nigerian. And if I become a president, that's the first thing I will do. I'll change the constitution from indigenship to citizenship. So that wherever you are, you're a citizen of that place. You don't have to be an indigenous of Ikore or indigenous of Rivers State. I have also said to my friends that if I become the president of Nigeria, 50% of those who constitute the cabinet will be elders. Out of that 50%, 25% will be females. The other 50% will be youths, young men and women. Out of that 50% of young men and women, 25% will be women, 25% will be men. Let's see how they will function. Because we've heard a lot about the youth, and we have seen young governors who came, and we have seen their performance. So we will challenge the youths. And those who know me know that I'm not like other politicians. I hire and I fire. I have no time for sentiment. So I was saying I won't bring back subsidy. That's impossible because the situation is bad in the sense of the economy of Nigeria. But I've also said that the reason why the subsidy removal is not successful is that the money is going to private pockets. So I will eliminate corruption. Trust me. The first 1 month of my being in office, corruption will disappear. If it doesn't disappear, I will put under my resignation letter and I will leave. I'm not joking. Now, the problem of the current government is that the benefits of subsidy is shared between 3 or 4 persons at the federal level, and then the governors. And the governors are holding beach parties, dancing and having fun with young girls and all that. It will not happen with me. I will supervise government. Honestly, I will supervise government. So I will not bring back subsidy, but I will make sure that the outcome of the removal of subsidy is put back in the hands and pockets of Nigerians. If that happens, it will reduce poverty. They will have capacity to be able to purchase. The reason why nobody is talking to Nigerians, Nigerians don't have purchasing capacity.
Joining me to discuss issues on the world news at 6 this evening, I have Esther Nwachuku. Esther, how you doing? Good evening. Thank you for joining me today.
Good evening. I'm doing okay. Thank you, Choma. How are you?
I'm fine. Happy weekend. Let's get right into it. Former Minister of Transportation and former River State Governor Rotimi Amaechi was on an X space where he talked about running for the presidency in 2027 under the platform of the ADC. He talked about the primaries. He talked about Peter Obi. It was a whole lot of revelations. He revealed how Obi actually won the 2023 presidential elections in River State, but the results were rewritten. He talked about changing the constitution. He talked about ending corruption in 1 month in Nigeria. But let's take it one after the other. Rotimi Amaechi served in Buhari's cabinet as Minister for Transportation. But right now, he's telling us that this current administration is not doing well. And this current administration is supposed to be a continuation of the last administration. Isn't this him shooting himself in the foot and saying that, oh, he was a part of an administration that was not doing well for Nigerians?
Well, Choma, every politician is funny, very corny. Trust the politician's word at your own risk. And I'm referring to all of them, including Mr. Peter Obi, because they always say something and then they later change their mind. But it is about aura and how you can perceive the sincerity of somebody. I don't know what strategy is at play. Rotimi Amaechi, just like any other person, has every right to come out and express his intention to run as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But if you want to use the premise of his previous administration of Muhammadu Buhari while he was a minister and how Nigerians groaned insecurity, we remember what happened when he was Minister of Transportation. Can you remember the Kanu Abuja rail line that where they were abducted and certain persons were killed that was shut down?
Kanu railway. Yes, you remember we had a conversation recently where that train it was not fixed and it was put back on the railway. There are bullet holes in that train, and Nigerians are riding in that train just like that.
So what I'm trying to say, Chairman, is the fact that your antecedents will speak for you. But let's speak about the coalition. Let's speak about what is going on with the ADC. I remember yesterday on the show in the evening, I don't know if you remember Joe from Bariga. Joe from Bariga said Nigerians were clamoring for a coalition. Now we have a coalition. But Choma, there is a fundamental problem with this coalition, and it's quite debilitating, actually. It's frustrating for a couple of people who were very hopeful about this coalition. So this coalition wanted to possibly replicate what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in 2014, 2015. But they forgot something. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was very strategic by understanding that he needed to sacrifice his intention on calculating the events, the previous elections from 2007 up until 2007. I think Muhammadu Buhari went for it like 3 different times and kept getting the same results. So Tinubu decided to play the smart one. The coalition is making a mistake. By now, they're supposed to have somebody that they intend to run as their presidential flag bearer and their VP. I know it's not yet time for the campaign. So, but the thing is, you have solidified your house, you have your candidate, you have your vice. So you're now mobilizing, creating awareness, gingering the grassroots across the 36 states of the Federation, creating words, putting in word chairman. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So that by 2026, you have become formidable. You become so strong. And what I'm talking about is your supporters are fighting, whether it's the propagandists, whether it's those who want to come with false information, because you guys are a unit right now. Everything the APC is coming with, you're throwing them back. So there are different supporters. Rotimi has come now, and there's some people who say, I'm going for Rotimi. Peter Obi has put his interest. Some people say, I'm going for Peter Obi. Atiku has not spoken, but there is this unsaid feeling that Atiku intends to run. So a house divided cannot stand. So right now, the essence of the coalition is what we do not know. That's the truth. They don't seem united. All of them in that coalition don't seem to be together. And it's a problem. It's a problem for their supporters. It's a problem for their followers. Some people are saying it's a strategy to distract and confuse the APC. It's not seeming so anymore. I think they're playing into the hands of the APC. They're giving an opportunity for the PDP to look for another loophole, which is former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. We heard yesterday what maybe Kachiku said. We don't know how true what he said is, but what is playing out now in the ADC and what Rotimi Amaechi came out to say today, it may be likely that what maybe is saying is not actually wrong. Now, he said he's running a primary. No problem. They're doing an open primary. And he's challenging Peter Obi that if you say you're popular, according to him, he said, who says Peter Obi is popular? What is your poll? What's your consensus? So if you say you're popular, then fine. Come and win the primary. Whoever wins the primaries, everybody will back up the person. But the supporters they're not together. You don't have those that are supporting Atiku, you don't have those that are supporting Peter, you don't have those. They're not together. They're still trying to understand how to marry themselves, how to have a synergy. And that is a problem, Chioma. The fabric of the APC is not unified. And I don't know if this is a strategy, if they're just waiting to see how Nigerians feel. But at this point in time, Nigerians are so tired to want to understand whatever political strategy or machination you're pulling, to be patient for all of these nuances. But a lot of them were looking up to this coalition when they complained that we no longer had any opposition to the government. And the coalition came up, and it now seems like they're bringing up persons who have personal interest. So if a coalition needs to work, Chioma, sacrifices need to be made by these individuals. For now, they're all displaying persons who are self-serving and just have their own personal interest. If not for certain things, Rotimi Amaechi may have even spoken down on Peter Obi. If not for the fact that there are some things he wasn't meant to say on that platform. Why would you, for example, say, who told you Peter Obi is popular or whatever? You didn't have to respond to that. You could literally say Peter Obi has said his piece and I'm saying my own piece. If not for the fact that supposedly Peter Obi is in the coalition, maybe with one leg, he may have said a couple of things. Another interesting thing to note, Chioma, is that the actors that were involved in the mutilation of the 2023 election, they will soon be exposed. Unfortunately, nothing will happen when they're eventually exposed. How the hacking went on, we've heard different audios. I have an audio where the person displayed and described how the elections went on, how it was hacked, how they turned off the server and manually imputed numbers to inflate the results. But then the thing is, how do you want to prove it? And who is ready to come out and put their neck out there if nothing will happen to them, to say, this is basically how they did it. This person said the APC contacted him and asked them to work for him or something like that. So he was giving an explanation as to how it works. So if you're saying what you're saying and it's not really factual, you can't name names, then what you're saying could be bogus. But then, everyone has tried to move on from 2023. How do we ensure that 2027 works? The only thing I know is if Rotimi intends to fight the very system that he wants to get into, or the ADC wants to fight the very system they want to get into, they need to do more than what they're doing now. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not sit down and allow certain persons to take it from him.
True.
And whatever it is he's doing, he doesn't care how he's going about it. Their complaint of tribalism, bigotry by this government is quite unfortunate. I may not say the president is directly involved in what is going on, but the fact that some state actors, persons working for the government, actually promote this and nobody has said anything to question it, to tell them to tone it down, to stop it, it means that it is sanctioned by the government of the day for this kind of ethnic division to promote certain interests. And I think that's going to be the downfall of the APC. They have created a seed of hatred. Some people don't even care anymore how the APC intends to work or what in good intention President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has. They feel that they have fragmented the nation further, created more division, created hatred. How do you want to be a nation? And instead of you to see how you can bring people together, you brought in tribal sentiment, you brought in division, you brought in bigotry. You brought in bigotry for a nation that is barely coping, for people that are trying to feed. You polarize a nation that is barely hanging on a tiny thread. And all your ministers, all your aides are part of the system. And nobody's cautioning anybody, Chioma. There is corruption going on, like major corruption in your face. And they will tell you there's nothing you can do about it. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. It's time for the president to look into this thing. Be decisive in dealing with issues. There are individuals in the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari who were involved in corrupt cases. We're not seeing that voracious pursuit on those guys. We're not seeing it. So there is a major problem, Chomani, that is not addressed. I don't know how this administration intends to engineer support, genuine support from people. And that's why people feel that they will still do what happened in 2023, which is to steal it, grab it, and run away with it. It will not be the genuine participation of ordinary Nigerians.
Well, if there's one thing this administration is also very good at, it's responding to the opposition. So we're looking forward to hearing by Ononuga or anyone else from the presidency to respond to Amaechi, especially when he said...
that's all they do. Respond to political stalwarts. Respond to criticism. Don't your receipts speak for you. Respond with receipts. Amaechi is coming up with saying this administration is corrupt. People are going to CBN to steal money. Please come out and counter his claims. If there is anything you even have on the guys, sit out there. What is your statistics? Were you not the one that went to so you can do that. Bring out your receipt. All the persons in our cabinet are going to CBN to steal money. But don't do that. They rather cast aspersions and use terrible names and name calling the same thing. I don't understand. They're like social media responders. No. It's not healthy, Chioma. I think that's the reason why Nigerians are unhappy. Nigerians are unhappy because the very thing that the government is supposed to focus on is not being focused on.
You know, Esther, on this same ADC coalition issue, I want to explore another angle. You know, when Dumebi Kachiku said that Atiku paid as much as 20 million to state chairman of the ADC to step down, and that Professor Ralph Mosu and others who stepped down from the leadership of the ADC did not just do that just because they love the nation too much or because they believe so much in what Atiku is doing, but due to monetary inducement. How do we know that this monetary inducement will not play a huge role in the ADC primaries?
What did you say, Choma? Please repeat yourself.
How do we know that monetary inducement, right, from those people who have bags of money to spare, will not play a role in the ADC primaries ahead of the 2027 elections if Amaechi says they will support whoever emerges from the primaries?
Choma, anyhow anybody wants to go out, it depends on their rules of engagement. It depends on how the incentive facilitate the primaries. It depends on what is on ground. I don't know anything about it. I have never attended a primary. I have never done that. The only thing I can say for sure, Choma, is this. The ADC should get its house in order. They should just do that. Become a strong coalition with one voice and start mobilizing support. Right now, they are divided and people don't even know what they are doing or who to support.
With so much division, it will be very difficult for them to actually stand against the APC in 2027. But Amaechi's pledge to end corruption in 1 month. Is it possible to end corruption in Nigeria in 1 month?
Choma, if you have a political will as an individual, it's possible. If you're the president, you have all the secrets of this nation at the palm of your hand. There are a lot of secrets in this country. Right now, the president knows a lot of secrets. A lot. All you need to do is to call the chief of army staff, call the National Intelligence Agency, tell them to give him reports of certain persons, certain people. Don't do the needful. Call the EFCC people, begin to investigate those guys. How much money? Those who are ready to remit money should remit. If they want to run away from prosecution or whatever, let them start. They should pay back the money. This is the nation's wealth. And then you can do what you call public accountability. Nigerians, these are the amount of money you've gotten from a lot of people who looted your treasury. And this is what we're going to take this money into. Unfortunately, a lot of them there right now are culpable. They're all looting money. They're all looting money every day, Choma, for themselves. And that's why people feel the wealth is not spreading. The wealth is not being felt by people at the grassroots. That it is only them that are eating the money. So if you circulate the money amongst yourself, you make businesses flourish only for you. You forget that what keeps the nation thriving, what keeps the economy thriving are the small-scale, medium businesses, those businesses. And there was something Rotimi Amaechi said, there is no middle class, Choma. All hands naturally are not equal. Not everybody can be rich and not everybody can be poor. But you see that fast thing, whether you like it or not, it has a natural way of oiling itself. You have the elite, you have the middle class, and you have the poor. But when the wealth trickles, when everybody has access to something, they're surviving. And what am I talking about, Choma? Security, enabling business environment, easy means of transportation, both on road, by sea, and by air. Provide shelter, make accessibility to food, agriculture, textile industry, and manufacturing, make it boom. Choma, watch Nigerians do their thing. Nigerians are so hardworking, so creative, so determined set of human beings. They can make something out of nothing. I am telling you the truth. Just give them an enabling environment. Nigerians will do their thing. And I don't understand why our leaders don't value that aspect of us. If you go to other countries, you see some of their youthful populations very lazy. Somebody who is coming from a home that they have almost access to everything will be telling you they are depressed. Tell me why they are depressed, Choma. They will say things, they'll give you one kind of excuse that you cannot even begin to capitulate. People that have access to food, proper education, welfare, but they are depressed. You be asking yourself, what is this problem? Is this really a spiritual problem? Nigerians, despite the hunger, despite the thirst, despite the activity, you see us prevailing. And I don't know why our leaders don't take advantage of the spirit that we have and utilize it and make our economy thrive. You don't know why. It's sad. It's very sad.
Esther, just before you go, we have a few minutes. In just about 1 or 2 minutes, I want you to respond to Amaechi saying he will, and he can defeat Tinubu in 2027 if he gets the ADC ticket. He's not the only one who wants to be their presidential candidate. Atiku is there, Obi is there. Of these three, does he have the highest political clout to defeat Tinubu in 2027? Or he can do that with their support?
So, 24 hours in politics is like a year. Anything can happen with the snap of your finger. You can never tell. If Amaechi begins to put himself out there, show some sense of transparency, start mobilizing, letting people understand certain things, who knows? But I don't know. I can't speak for him. Right now, he's part of the system. He was in the APC. So I don't trust the guys, to be honest with you. I don't trust politicians. I can't do politics. I can't be a politician, so I don't trust politicians. Whatever it is they say, you just take it with the tip of your finger and just just trust that whatever it is they say may actually work. President Bola Tinubu told us a lot of things during the campaign. What we're experiencing now is different from what he told us.
What we are experiencing now really is different from what he told us. Esther, thank you so much for joining me this evening.
So guys, let me quickly take you through some of the reactions coming from Nigeria. This headline says, if I do not end corruption in Nigeria within 1 month, I will tender my resignation. Rotimi Amaechi vows. So guys, let's see what Nigerians are saying. I tried taking some of these reactions yesterday, but let's go ahead to take more of them, because guess what? Nigerians have been speaking. Okay, let's get into it. This person said, which kind of lie be this now? Another person said, if I don't provide Nigerians with 247 power in my first tenure, don't vote for me again, Tinubu. Today, the music has changed. Another person said, Omio Hobo to Rotimi Amaechi. Nothing when Musa I no go see for gaiety. Hey, this is coming from a human rights lawyer. He said nothing when Musa I no go see. This other person said, now so all of they talk. It's only Peter Obi that can do it. This person say only wait for Peter Obi. If Peter Obi tells you 1 month, I'm sure he is ready to do that. He already knows his strategy before saying it. This person say, ha, tender it now. No need. Buhari was more believable and had track record than you. Not still. Corruption choke and buy am joined. Hey, this person is saying that Buhari, Nigerians could easily believe Buhari, but guess what? When Buhari came, it was even worse under him. Can you imagine? I mean, the level of corruption. This person said, you all just, okay, you all are just a bunch of desperados. This other person said, wow, such a bold statement. Let's see if he himself can be influenced. If he himself cannot be influenced. Okay, so you see that you are going to vote for him to see. This person said, Peter Obi wannabe. This other person wrote to me, the comedian. Another person says a corrupt man, that he's corrupt, and he's saying this. This person say, if you like, propose 24 hours in office. Another person say he meant that he will use his 4-year tenure to fight Wike. People are now shifting it to Wike. This other person say, I haven't paid attention to this guy really. I used to think that he's smart, but it seems otherwise. He speaks like local politician. Another person say, lead by example. Turn yourself in for taking part of corruption while you were in government. He said he should turn himself, he should go to police and report himself. This person say corruption that he's part of. Hey, another person say, when you cannot announce on your inauguration day that corruption is gone. Another person, what are you coming as? What are you coming as? Okay, he's coming as a presidential, he wants to become a presidential candidate. This person say, the only time Nigerian politicians tell jokes is when they open their mouth to say they'll fight corruption. Another person say, chief, you were in government when corruption was at its peak. Did you resign? Another person say, he should be arrested. He clearly knows the roots of corruption. This other person say, he himself na corruption per excellence. Another person say, how many una one contest? How many una one contest for president self? This other person say, many comedians in high and low places. Such a wonderful country. It's well. Now let us wait and listen to what others have got to say. This person say, we know the game. We know the game. Hey, we know the game. Like Tinubu said, I'll give you light in 1 tenure. That's if I don't give you light electricity in my first term, don't vote in my second term. And now Tinubu is coming to ask for re-election for second term without giving light. This person say, I will not vote for you. I know your past records. Hey, this person just bluntly said his own. I won't vote for Amaechi. I know his past record. Another person here said, only way to end corruption now to lock past leaders, including you yourself, up. Hey, this person said they should all be locked up. You carry them and go to prison and lock them up. That's the only way, including Rotimi Amaechi himself. This person said, we have heard more than this. We know do. Another person said, this guy don't rate Nigerians at all, man. Sad. And then this person is asking Grok, the AI on Twitter space, saying, has Rotimi Amaechi been accused of or indicted in any corruption case during his time as a political public office holder in Nigeria? This person is telling Grok to answer if Rotimi Amaechi is corrupt. Hey, this other person say, end corruption as in who? Buhari Pro Max, or are you coming to end corruption as in you are going to be another Buhari? This person say, is this not Lamba? Another person say, oh, I don't start though. Can you end what you made? What made you? Can you end what made you, as in corruption made Rotimi Amaechi, that he cannot end it? This one say, this one don't drink ogogoro. This one, nobody is giving you ticket. Go with 1 month, end corruption. Another person say, decades of corruption, he wants to clear it within a month. When he's not Jesus. Does this man think politics is a children's game? This one say 1 month care. Shana Jesus. I've been Shana Mary. Another person say fake promise. Now today, this person say, look, this man is a joker. For me, I think Rotimi Amaechi was not just smart at all. For you to come out and say, this is exactly what this was. Okay, Tinubu came out and say, nobody has taken this bold step before. Subsidy gone on the day of inauguration. See where it has landed Nigeria. Before Nigeria will recover from the damage Tinubu brought upon this country, nobody knows when. You know what it means to have just announced it from day one, even when he has not even entered the office to take his handover notes to go through them. He has not set up his cabinet. He removed subsidy, plunged Nigerians into the worst hardship ever. Now, they've been trying their best to rescue the naira, to rescue the economy. The thing is, now you are patching this side, the other side is leaking. That's what we have in this country. And that's why people are now telling Rotimi Amaechi, don't come again with all these promises. Tinubu said, I'm going to give you electricity in first time. If I don't give you, don't vote for me if I come asking. Now, what is happening? All of them have gone silent. So, guys, there are a lot of reactions here. Nigerians are not actually happy with what Rotimi Amaechi said. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that you too can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.